Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that I have been like MIA for the past 4 weeks maybe. Okay, a lot of things have happened. One, I got drowned in homework. It was insane. I felt like it all of a sudden just crushed onto me for a few weeks. And then, well, elections came up and I was severely distracted. And there was something else. Oh, I was trying to make another video and I was like actually severely excited to make it, and it was like the topic made sense and I loved it, but then my life kind of got in the way, so it didn't work. And now if I try editing it, it just wouldn't work. So I'm sorry that I couldn't put up that video. My apologies. But I am back with another video, and this one's all about the podcast that I love listening to. Now, okay, I honestly thought this would be a shorter video or like a short list. It is not. When I started writing them out, I was like, oh, that's a decent amount. So I'm gonna try to get through them quickly, hopefully give you a little explanation on each one. And I broke them up in like topics, so I'll let you know, like, I'm gonna try to do like bookmarks so you could just go to whatever topic you want to talk about, okay? So before I get into the list, please like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below, and make sure you watch till the end of the video, so you know it really does help my channel. Thank you so much. So let's jump right into this. So I have about 4 topics: politics, health and fitness, business. Is that just business? Oh, business and self-help. I put those together. And fun and interesting, because there's a lot of those, but I have a few of them. So fun and interesting is at the end if you really want to look at those. But okay, let's start off with politics. So with everything going on, obviously I've been listening to a bunch of different points of view, and it's been interesting. It's been interesting diving into all this and learning so much about, you know, our country and how things are run and how they're supposed to be, right? The elections. So these are the podcasts that I listen to. Favorite one, probably off the bat, is the Ben Shapiro show. I am conservative. Obviously, I listen to the Ben Shapiro show. He's great. I love him. He talks severely fast, so sometimes I have to like lower the speed so I could completely understand him. But he is great. I love him. And I like him because he gives you like the facts right away, and then he tells you his opinion, and I like that he gives me the facts first, so then I could like make up my own mind before I get his opinion. So I do like that about him. The second one is Louder with Crowder. Now he is a funny one and I loved him. I actually watched like the election, like Tuesday where you watch like the election thing. I watched his because he makes it so much funnier and easier, and you like feel a little bit, you're not as tense when you're watching it because, ooh, that was tense. So he is really, really good. I watch him mostly on YouTube, but he has the podcast as well. So if you want to watch him, he is amazing. I love him, and he is very funny. He does cuss once in a while, but it's fine. Like, who doesn't? But anywho, he is very good, so I definitely recommend him as well. Okay, someone else who I dove a little bit into, and he is conservative and political, but he's more on the cultural side of it, and it's Michael Knowles. He's also with like the Ben Shapiro show. They have their business called The Daily Wire, and the Michael Knowles shows is with them. But anywho, the Michael Knowles show is really good. He is funny and he has some good insight into certain things, and he does go more into the cultural side. The next one, I just actually learned about him about like a month ago, I would say, and it's the Timcast IRL, I believe. Yes, that's on the podcast. But on YouTube, he has 2 other YouTube channels on there. It's Timcast and Tim Pool, I believe. Very good, very informative. He is not, I want to call him conservative. He says he's very liberal, but he still voted for Trump, which I find fascinating. But I liked his perspective on things, and he is very insightful as well. I love these guys. I think they're so funny, and very out there. The Hodge twins, or the conservative twins, I don't remember. The podcast is called The Hodge Twins. And very, very short, like, shows. They're like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and they just focus on one topic. So, but they give their opinion on it, and they are very good as well. The Candace Owens show is also very good. She's such an amazing person. I think, like, what she's done, she started Blexit, she started so many things. I think she's awesome. And the last political one is Verdict with Ted Cruz. Now that one came out the beginning of this year, I think, when Trump was getting, ¿cómo se dice? You know, that happened in the beginning of this year, where he was getting impeached. Yeah. So he started it back then, and so far it still continues, and it's like one of the highest podcasts ever. So I thought it is really good, and you get like an inside view of everything that's happening. Okay, so off of politics, let's go to health and wellness, I believe. Health and fitness, not wellness, fitness. Okay, so I watched this girl's YouTube channel. Her name is, or the YouTube channel is Sarah's Day, but they also have a podcast, which I love. It's called The Health Code. They go pretty deep. It's her and her fiance, and they're very, very healthy, severely lean people. That's pretty much their job. Well, some of it. But anyway, they are really good and funny and sweet, and they dive deep into some certain topics that I just find very interesting, and they are very, very entertaining. Like, they're just funny to watch, and it's so good. So definitely something lighter to watch. I love it. So that's the Health Code. They also have the second one, which they do daily, which is called the Health Code Daily, which is available only on Spotify, which I found fascinating. But they do like 3-minute, shows, I guess, every day. And they're very good, and they're very, very sweet. This one I haven't listened to in a while, but I did listen to them for a long period of time, and it was called Mind Pump. And it's these 4, I think they added a 5th guy, I don't remember. These 4 like severely fit trainers pretty much, and now they have their business, which is Mind Pump. And they are severely insightful, especially for guys. I find them funny, and I found them just like interesting to listen to, because they do get that perspective on certain topics as well. But yes, it is mostly towards men. Sometimes they do towards women as well, but they try to stay in the middle. But they are men, so obviously they go more to the fitness side of men. I did like their show, though. I thought they were funny and very blatant, I would say, and give their opinion. And overall, if you want to learn a lot about fitness, definitely go to their channel. This one, it's like on the wellness side, health and wellness. And I do like her show because she is very sweet, but I stopped listening to her for a decent amount because of she started getting into very weird spiritual stuff, and I'm just not into that. But I still recommend like the healthy stuff she talks about. And it's Coffee Talk with Kaylin Nicholson. And she is very sweet. I love her YouTube channel. She's pretty awesome, entertaining, and kind of like a calm side of the internet world, YouTube world. So she is very good and very motivating, I would say. Psychology, Jordan Peterson. He has a show he has a podcast show, and he is very, very good. He has been MIA for a little bit, I believe. I think he's starting to come back a little bit, but overall, I love his content. People pretty much freaked out when he started coming out and talking about how, to take responsibility for your life and, certain things with life. Just the psychology side of living a better life and going into deep topics. Like he did, like Genesis. He covered Genesis, which I thought was fascinating. He did like long form content with like 2 hours on certain topics like Cain and Abel, the creation, all that things. That is severely insightful and very, very interesting to listen to. So I highly recommend them. It took me forever to get through all those, but they were really good. Okay, business and self-help. Obviously, Gary Vee is on that list. I haven't listened to him in a while, but he is still very, very good. And if you want business, definitely go to him because he's like amazing in that topic. Tim Ferriss show. Okay, he is more eclectic. He has like a ton of different people that come onto his show, and they talk about everything, but a main topic is definitely business and self-help. So I highly recommend him. Some of my favorite like episodes he has are like with Jamie Foxx, with recently he had who was it? Oh my goodness, who was it? I don't remember, and I just listened to it. I don't remember, but it was so good. A ton of amazing people, and I can't remember their names, but he's so good. Like, it's such a good podcast. The next one is Detail Therapy by Amy Landino, and she gives her side, but she also brings in people in the business world and talks about social media and how to start a business, and pretty much she focuses a lot on morning routines as well, which is really cool. But definitely recommend her as well. She's an awesome person. I just love her personality. I think she's really cool. Very sarcastic too. I love her. Dave Ramsey, for sure, for money and business. For money and business, he is one of the best ones for sure. And his daughter has a podcast too. I haven't really listened to it. How can I listen to all these podcasts? But anyhow, Dave Ramsey is amazing. Okay, Chase Jarvis show. His is really good, and he has the more creative side of business and how pretty much creatives can start their business as well. He brings on people, he has interviews pretty much with them, or he interviews them, but he also has his own perspectives as well. So overall, I think his is really cool. I think he started like Creative Live, he started the Chase Jarvis show, and there's a bunch of other things that he's done, and I think I like his personality too. It's very calm, cool, collective, and very sweet as well. So love all these business people. I like how each one of them is severely different, so you don't have to have like a specific personality to start a business, but you have to have certain things, right? But overall, I think they're all just great. Okay, fun and interesting. I don't know if you guys are gonna find these fun and interesting. I do, because I think they're fun. There's this, I don't know what they are. It's called Podcast, and they push out a ton of content, and it's specific shows on each thing, like many things, and they tell like stories through them. So my favorite one is Mythical Monsters, because I have this thing with monsters. I just love them. I don't know why, but I do. So Mythical Monsters is one that I deeply love. I think they tell you the origins of each of the creatures and how they came to be in certain, cultures or whatever. It's really good, and they tell you the story, and they do it very well. Mythical creatures, mythology, the dark side of, I'm trying to remember them all. There's like a ton. There's like 12, I believe they have. So if you just go under podcast, you can see all of their content, and it is very diverse. My favorites are just the mythology ones. I don't know why. They're just really cool. Okay. Hardcore? Yeah. Hardcore history. That one's really good and severely fascinating. Though I can't listen to it. I don't listen to it often. I still love learning about history and the craziness, especially of the United States, how it all started. It's so fascinating. And the guy who talks, I love his voice. It's very mellowy and calm, but he still gets, like, he just knows how to tell the story. It's so good. This is a very long video. Last one, and the best one is the Joe Rogan Experience. Who does not know who Joe Rogan is? He is beyond amazing. Probably the person with the biggest podcast ever, and he gets like the biggest stars and celebrities and fascinating people on there. I mean, he had Elon Musk, he had Kanye West, he had Miley Cyrus, I didn't really care for,
but whatever. She's still a pretty interesting person, no doubt. All these fascinating people. He had Ben Shapiro. He had who's the other guy that I forget? Very controversial. Totally forgot his name. But whatever. And all these amazing people are on there. So really fascinating, and he is a very, very good interviewer. So I believe that is why he is so amazing. And so, I mean, you know, on top of everyone else. So yeah, those are all the podcasts I listen to. I hope this is a long video, so that's why I'm going to put the bookmarks so you guys could go just to the section you want. But thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.